Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. Now, remember last week I gave y'all an option for which Public Enemy album I should review for this week. And the choices were Yo, Bum Rush the Show, Fear of a Black Planet, Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Back, and Muse, Sick in Our Mess Age. And this one was a landslide as Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Back won this one. I was kind of shocked. I thought Fear of a Black Planet would win since that one contains the song Fight the Power. Or at least Yo, Bum Rush the Show, which was Public Enemy's debut album. I thought one of those two would win, but you know, I ain't really complaining like that. So yeah, with that said, let's get on to the review. Now, this album, Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Back, came out October 1st, 1991. It is their fourth album, by the way, and it was on the Def Jam Recordings and Columbia Records. And the album received critical acclaim, ranking at number 2 in the Village Voice 1991 Pass and Job Critics poll. Also, let's see, the producers involved here was the Bomb Squad, who was the executive producer, and the Imperial Grand Ministers of Funk. So that's pretty interesting there. And there's 14 tracks, and one of them I guess could be considered a skit. So really there are 13 of them. But either way, seeing how there's 14 tracks total, I can only give you a top 3 and not a top 5. So let me stay with, you know, the album and how it did chart rise real quick. So in the US Billboard 200 albums, it was high as number 4. In the US top R&B / hip hop albums, it was number 1. In the Australia charts, which is called the ARIA, is that Australia or is that Austria? We're gonna go with Australia. It was number 11. Out in Canada, aka the Canadian album charts, it was number 12. In Germany, which is the media control charts, it was 38th. And in the Netherlands, which is called the mega charts, it was 62nd. In New Zealand, which is called the Recording Industry Association of New Zealand, it was number 5. That's pretty good. Out in Sweden, which is, yeah, we're gonna call that the Sweden chart. It had this weird name. I ain't gonna try to pronounce it because I'm tired. So anywho, yeah, the Sweden charts is on 36. And out in Switzerland, and their charts is called the Swiss Music Charts, is 33rd. And out in the UK, it is the UK album charts, and it was ranked 8 there. Now this album did make platinum in the RIAA, it made silver in the BPI, and it made gold in the MC, selling over 1 million copies in the United States. So yeah, there you go with that. And I'm trying to see anything about this album. Let's see. Nothing much about this album as far as like background information or anything like that. So yeah, let's get on with the tracks. So the first track is called Lost at Birth. Now here's where things get confusing. Lost at Birth is obviously like a skit or an intro or something like that, because you got the beat and you got somebody scratching it up on the turntables. The problem is this track is 3 minutes and 49 seconds long, so we're talking nearly 4 minutes. Now the next track is called Rebirth, same beat, but Chuck D is actually rapping in this one. The problem with this one is 59 seconds long. So I'm like, did y'all get those 2 tracks ass backwards or something? Like, what the heck is going on here? But that's how it is. Track number 3 is called Night Train, which is actually one of the 4 singles involved with this album. The next track is called Can't Trust It, another single. Now when I say trust, I don't mean TRUST, I mean TRUSS. I crap you not. Track number 5 is called I Don't Wanna Be Called Yo. Let me see, Niga, because it's not nigger as in Nigga, it's Niga. I think they still pronounce it as nigga, but Yeah, there you go. I don't want to be called your nigga. I guess we can go with that. I guess. Track number 6 is called "How to Kill a Radio Consultant," followed by the Time I Get to Arizona. Track number 8 is called "Move," featuring Sister Souljah. Then next is 1 Million Bottle Bags, which is another. No, that's not another single. My fault. I thought that was a single. Track number 10, is called "More News" at 11, followed by "Shut 'Em Down," which is another single. And then we got "A Letter to the New York Post," followed by "Get the Fuck Out of Dodge," featuring True Mathematics. And the last track is called "Bring the Noise" with a Z. Now you're probably wondering, wait a minute. The last Public Enemy album that I reviewed, which was last week, had a track in there called "Bring the Noise." Well, I'll get more on that later. So yeah, let's get on with the singles. Now, actually, I lied. I mean, I wouldn't say I lied. I'll take that back. I'll get more on that right now, as far as that "Bring the Noise" fiasco. Now, if you were to look this up on Wikipedia, like I said, in this album, "Bring the Noise" have a Z instead of an S. But if you were to go back to the second album, "It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back," is an S. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, I already gave some background info regarding that single. So you probably wondering why this single is on this album, like 2 years later, really. Well, this is the Anthrax version. This one features Anthrax. So this is that rock and roll version of this. So, yeah, that's why there's a Z in there, not an S. And that's why it's on this album, which is 2 years after "It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back," where it was, it was also in that album. So, yeah, there you go with that. So, that version rather, came out June of 1991. But remember, the original version came out in 1987. So, yeah, there you go with that. Let's see. And a little bit of background info regarding this single. Chuck D has stated that upon the initial release of Anthrax, he, and I quote, "didn't take them wholehearted seriously. But after the collaboration," end quote there. "But after the collaboration was done," and I quote again, "it made too much sense," unquote. It was included on the Anthrax album, "Attack of the Killer Bees." So, yeah, and of course, the two went on tour together. And this was actually one of the first rap metal songs. It was ranked 12th on VH1's 2006 list of the 40 greatest metal songs, and is featured in video games, Die Hard Trilogy, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, WWE WrestleMania 221, WWE Day of Reckoning, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. And the title of this version is sometimes spelled "Bring the Noise," and there's an S in the noise, but it's THA, or "Bring the Noise" with the THA, but the Z in noise. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, the Anthrax version, which did not reach the charts in the US, but out in New Zealand, it was number 10, and in the UK, it was 14th. And let me check to see if it make the charts anywhere else. I don't think so. And you probably wondering why I'm talking like this, because I want to. Alright, so yeah, there you go with that. Yeah, not much info regarding the whole "Bring the Noise" fiasco. So yeah, moving on to the next single, where there's not much info on the next single, which is called "Can't Trust It," except from the fact that it came out September of 1991. Then the third single is called "Shut 'Em Down," which came out January of 1992. Now, "Shut 'Em Down," wow, they're calling that the fourth single. That's interesting. Anywho, part of group member Chuck D's voice was sampled on the track 10 Crack Commandments by the Notorious B.I.G. off the album Life After Death. The opening of the song was used by Russell Simmons' television productions during the closing credits of Death Comedy Jam, and it was used in the 2008 thriller film Lakeview Terrace. the 2009 video game Madden NFL 10, and the 2014 video game NBA 2K15. Now, regarding the charts, it was number 1 on the Hot Rap Singles and 26 on the Hot R&B/Hip Hop Singles and Tracks. Anything else? It was, wow, okay, this is weird. It was 16th in the Hot Dance Club Song and 30th in the New Zealand charts. I ain't gonna read that long thing again. And it was 21st in the UK single charts. So yeah, there you go with that. And actually, let me get back to Can't Trust It, because Can't Trust It, even though there's not a lot of info on it outside for the release date, it did make a lot of charts. 50th in the Billboard Hot 100, 5th in the Hot Dance Club Songs, 11th on the Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs, number 1 in the Hot Rap Songs, all 4 in the US. Out in Australia, in the ARIA charts, it was 55th. In the New Zealand charts, it was 24th. And out in the UK single charts, it was 22nd. Now, the other single off of this album is called Night Train, and that came out March of 1992. And that one was 17th on the US Hot Rap Songs, 42nd in the New Zealand charts, and 55th on the UK singles charts. So yeah, there you go with that. Now let me give y'all my best tracks off of this album, starting from the bottom, working my way up. Now, Lost at Birth won't count. I mean, well, it's cool. It was really dope, but it felt like a skit because there was nobody rapping or dropping lyrics or anything like that, even though it's like 4 minutes long. Now, starting from the bottom on up, I Don't Want to Be Called Yo Nigga or Niga, whichever one. It got a bit of a country vibe, so I didn't really like it. Next up is By the Time I Get to Arizona, followed by Shut 'Em Down. I didn't like the drums for that one, but the scratches saved this track to some degree. And then, of course, Bring the Noise featuring Anthrax or the Anthrax version. So yeah, those were the 4 worst tracks off this album. Moving on up, 1 Million Bottle Bags, followed by Night Train. And then we got Move featuring Sister Soldier, and a lot was going on with this beat. But despite that, it was still dope. And then we got more news at 11 where Flavor Flav actually raps. Yeah, normally he be doing like additional vocals or whatever, something like that. But yeah, he was actually rapping in this one. And speaking of another one that he raps in, A Letter to the New York Post. That was really good as well. And then we got Rebirth. Again, you know, same beat as Lost at Birth, but a minute long, and they have lyrics. And that was really dope. Now let me give you all my top 3. Third best track off this album, Get the Fuck Out of Dodge, featuring True Mathematics. That one was really dope, man. I really like the beat. And everything about the track is really nice, man. I can't hate on it at all. And it was really cool. Second best track off this album, Can't Trust It. Again, same thing, but slightly better. It was really close. It was really tough to determine my second and third best track off this album. But I went with Can't Trust It because I felt that it was slightly better than Get the Fuck Out of Dodge. And then the best track off this album, How to Kill a Radio Consultant. That one was, I want to say, a step, maybe 2 steps ahead of Can't Trust It, because the beat was out cold, lyrics was out cold, everything about that track was out cold. So yeah, there you go. My top 3 tracks off this album. Now, let me give you guys some professional ratings, or reviews rather. All Music gave it 5 stars, 5 out of 5. Chicago Tribune gave it 3 out of 4 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it an A+. The LA Times gave it 3.5 out of 4 stars. NME gave it 7 out of 10. Q gave it 4 out of 5 stars, as did the Rolling Stones. But yet the Rolling Stones album guide gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. The Source gave it 4 out of 5, and the Village Voice gave it an A. So, what do I think about this album? Let me set the record straight real quick. Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Back, is not better than their second album, which is called It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. It's not better than that. I'm sorry, it's not. And I have not heard any other Public Enemy albums, but I'm going to take a wild guess to say that it's not better than Fear of a Black Planet, and it's not better than Yo, Bum Rush the Show. Now, it could be better than Muse, Sick and Our Mess Age, but this one did do really well in the charts. and it was platinum. But with all that out the way, I would have to give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like, you know, it was really cool. Nothing there was nothing memorable here. Like, nothing here that make you say, oh man, that track is dope, I'm gonna listen to it again and again and again and again and again. No, it wasn't like that. Like, unlike It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back with Prophets of Rage, that track was dope as heck, dog. But there was nothing in this album like that. So I had to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, because there was a bit of a consistency here with the good tracks, but nothing in a small amount of great tracks, but nothing above that in my opinion. And there was 4 tracks that was like, especially the bottom 2. So yeah, there you go with that. And I recommend you download it for free. You know, listen to it for yourself and determine whether you want to keep in your database or not. So yeah, there you go with that. Now, let me give you the choices for next week. We got, sticking with the 80s, Kool Moe Dee, How You Like Me Now, MC Sean, Down by Law, Marley Marl, In Control Volume 1, and Biz Markie, Going Off. So let me repeat that. Kool Moe Dee, How You Like Me Now, MC Sean, Down by Law, Marley Marl, In Control Volume 1, and Biz Markie, Going Off. And again, you're going to vote on Facebook if you're following me, or if you're in certain groups on Facebook. And you can vote on Twitter. Link will be in the description box below. So yeah, with all that out the way, man, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka Jay II, saying peace out, y'all. Now see y'all next time. Yeah.